Well, what do we think when we hear the word Vedas? They are the oldest known scriptures to mankind, and they are very well preserved. In fact, each and every letter is exactly same as it was written back then. It is a source of Indian philosophy. It is full of vast knowledge, and it is the most misinterpreted scripture. But why is it so? Why there are so many different interpretations of Vedas, and which one is correct? Many Western scholars did many different translations. Even Indian scholars did many translations, and no two translations are exactly same. So the question arises, why there are so many different interpretations of Vedas? It has to do with Vedic language. Terms in Vedas, they are called yogic terms. It means that the word has a derived meaning from a root. So in normal languages, the meaning of word depends on the usage. For example, if we are using a word car for a vehicle, if everybody is using that word for a vehicle, then it becomes standard meaning of that word. But this is not the case with Sanskrit. In Vedas, the terms are yogic. So the meaning of word depends on the root rather than the usage. We will take a few examples for that. Let's take a word Rishi. Now, in normal language, the word Rishi refers to a sage or a very well learned person. But when it comes to Vedas, the meaning of word change according to the context. For example, Rishi may mean sun rays, or it may mean sense organs, or Ishwar, or sage, or knowledge. One word has so many different meanings, and what meaning is to be taken depends on the context. Now a question may arise in mind of some people. How to know which meaning is to be taken at what point? Well, for that, there is a well-defined procedure. There are three types of interpretations of a Vedic mantra. One is the Adhidaivic interpretation, which means scientific interpretation. The knowledge of the natural processes around us. That is the Adhidaivic interpretation. Then we have Adhyatmic interpretation. It refers to the spiritual interpretation of Vedic mantras. That is the interpretation which deals with spiritual aspects like Ishwar or Atma or body or sense organs. All these things comes under the Adhyatmic interpretation of Vedic mantras. And finally we have Yajnik interpretation. It refers to ritualistic interpretation of Vedic mantras. Rituals are actually symbolic representation of natural scientific processes. I will cover the rituals and their symbolic meanings in a future video. Let's take an example. Saptarishya Pratihita Sharire. In this mantra, the word Rishi is interpreted differently in different meanings. For example, in Adhyatmic interpretation, the word means knowledge and sense organs. Saptarishya means 6 organs, which include 5 sense organs and mind, and knowledge. In Adhidaivic interpretation, it means sun rays. This has all been explained in Nirukta by Maharshi Yask himself. Let's take another word, Shena. Now in normal language, if you see the dictionary meaning of this word, it means hawk or eagle. But in Adhyatmic interpretation, the word means Atman. And in Adhidaivic interpretation, the word means sun. So it depends on what type of interpretation is being done. That is the real meaning in Ved. But normally the translator take dictionary meaning of the word and they ignore the real meaning of the mantras. Let's take another example, Gridhr. Now in normal language the word means vulture. But in Adhyatmic interpretation, this word will mean sense organs. And in Adhidaivic interpretation, the word will mean sun. So if a person translates the word Gridhr always as vulture, then they can never understand the real meaning behind the Vedic mantras. Because the word Gridhr actually means sense organs. or sun, depending upon the interpretation. But at that point, it do not mean vulture. So this is the main reason why it is so difficult to understand the real meaning of Vedas. But Vedas are not limited to these three types of interpretations. Anantavai Veda, Vedas are infinite, and there can be more than these three types of interpretations. There can be 6 interpretations of one mantra. There can be 10 interpretations of one mantra. Even there can be 20 interpretations of one single mantra. Gayatri mantra come in Vedas many times, but each time its meaning is different because of different context. There is no repetition in Vedas. The repetition of mantras do not mean repetition of meaning. So because of all these things, Western translators totally fail to understand the real meaning behind Vedas. In reality, Vedas do not have any Aryan migration or invasion theory. That is totally made up theory because of wrong translations by Western scholars. Similarly, there is no animal sacrifice in Vedas. There is no illogical or wrong teaching or immoral teaching in Vedas in any way. And there is no person or location specific history in Vedas. Each and every word has a meaning, and that meaning depends on the root of the word. And this has been accepted by ancient rishis like Acharya Yaska, who wrote the Nirukta, Maharshi Patanjali, who wrote Mahabhashya, Maharshi Panini, who wrote Ashtadhyayi, and older grammarians like Shakatayan. All of them believe that Vedic terms are yogic in nature. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked, please share with your friends and consider subscribing. Thank you.